All right, welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting majority of the event tonight, but we've got the amazing Ange, who we're super excited to hear from tonight. She's launching her business. And then we've got a couple of amazing girls that are also going to share some of their results with an amazing program, product, and opportunity that we've come across. And we just don't want to be selfish. We just want to share it. So we hop on a few times throughout the week just to share, cool things that happen to us and those around us, and why we love to share it, more or less. For me, I found this amazing program, product, and opportunity 2 years ago. I was working full-time, as a lot of us do, trading time for money, but I was a mum of super young, 2 little boys at the time, one 11 months, the other one 3. So I'd gone back to full-time work on promotion to a new job that I had to learn, lots of driving in the car, commuting. So a 38-hour paid week was, really costing me about 60, 70 hours a week, and my kids were in full-time care. As much as I'm super holistic, I love my fruits and vegetables, I love eating, I love food, I was, burning the candle at both ends. And as much as I thought I was putting everything I possibly could into my body, I was, getting run down mentally and physically. Something had to change for me to counteract that. So for me, a post came up, and it was health, it was wellness, it was work around your family. Didn't think I was looking for an opportunity as such, but I liked what it was all talking about. There was big ticks there for me. I was still breastfeeding my youngest, and it was safe for that. So I reached out to this girl, as much as it sounded too good to be true, and asked her a million questions. I've owned a traditional business myself, so I had lots of questions regarding this business opportunity and what it was. She answered them slowly, which was great, and then asked me if I'd heard of Juice Plus, or the Juicy Body Transformation. I hadn't heard about the program, but I absolutely love it and adore it now. But the product I'd actually been researching it 3 months prior for my husband, not for me, because I was super holistic. I didn't need anything else in me. I was that stubborn one. But for my husband, he was the chalk and I was the cheese. He literally lived on meat, potato, white pasta, white rice. All right, any bit of vegetable or fruit in his meals, he would literally gag. So I was after something to bridge that massive gap in his diet. It was huge, and he never got sick. But I was worried about inflammation for him in the future. Something needed to change. So once I realized this opportunity was Juice Plus, I thought, why not? Let's get me on it. I'm going to actually try it, get my husband on it, get my kids on it. May as well do the business. Get it a bit cheaper. May possibly get it for free if I get a bit of an income, awesome bonus. But within 4 months of me being super teachable and just following the sort of yellow brick road, I guess, I'd replaced enough of my income that I could go part-time. And I did this in absolute stolen moments, okay? I was working full-time, so there was no way it was ever going to be a full-time thing. Well, I didn't think it was. And I thought, if I could do that in 4 or 5 hours a week, what could I do with 8? And so I sort of, bounce things around a little bit, still in stolen moments, and when the kids were in kinder or so forth. And within the 10-month period, I'd replaced enough of my income to leave. So I was fortunate enough to pull my 2 little people out of childcare. I got to do 4-year-old kinder with my little boy last year. I got to take reins back on my health. The only reason I'm losing my voice is purely because I'm talking too much. I really need to have a week off of talking, and get to build the relationships with the people I cared about, my children and my husband, which was pretty amazing, and build beautiful relationships in that journey. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus has literally been around for over 28 years, so definitely not a new fad, something that's been around for quite some time, has obviously 28 years worth of results. Also has a lot of studies to back it. I love it because it's all about inspiring healthy living around the world. All right. I also love it because it is safe for the whole family. And I love that there's nothing synthetic or artificial about it. All right. We're so used to treating inflammation and illness once it occurs, once it gets in the body. This is all about bridging the gap in your diet between what you are eating and what you should be eating, and preventing that from happening. So our hero product is our fruits, vegetables, and berry capsules. All right, these are awesome. They give you an extra variety of 27 fruits, vegetables, and berries into your diet, into your body each and every day. And it's the best parts of the fruits, vegetables and berries. They're vine ripened, you know, so different to what we're eating. This isn't designed to replace a healthy diet. You've still got to eat, all right? But government states we should be having 3 and 5 serves of fruits and vegetables a day. Less than 5% adults are doing that, all right? Science suggests you need to be having 9 to 13, all right? And that's huge, huge for anybody. Even me that loves juicing and smoothing and my fruits and vegetables, I can't do that every day. Not every day is perfect. So to know that I can have Juice Plus there to bridge that gap is pretty amazing. The fruits and vegetables that we are eating, but it's, you know, an apple compared to me eating it, compared to, you know, my son eating it, I'm going to draw different nutrients out of that, and my body is going to use it differently to what he's going to use it. But also the main thing is our fruits and vegetables, including that apple, are very depleted compared to what they used to be 40 years ago. One being they're in depleted soils, different sprays, waxes and chemicals being used in that soil process, but also when it's picked, again with those chemicals, but it's being picked before it's prime ripening. They don't stay on the vine until they are at their highest nutritional value. One being because we don't want to eat them then. We want to eat them when they're bright green, luscious and red, orange, and all those other beautiful rainbow colours, but they don't necessarily taste too yum. And they're also getting picked before they're prime ripening because the supermarkets require them. They need them. There's a need for them. And then so they're picked, sprayed with those chemicals, because they've got a journey, a week or 2 before they hit the supermarkets. All right, so there's depletion going on there. Then we buy them, we peel them, we pip them, we sometimes juice them, we cook them. There goes more nutrients. And so, yeah, so we are, you know, we're still getting plenty of nutrients from them, don't get me wrong. But compared to what, you know, my grandparents were getting 40 years ago, it is, you know, quite a deficit to what it used to be. The fruits, vegetables and berries that go into our capsules are grown only for Juice Plus. Okay, so they can be vine ripened. Who cares what they taste like? We're just swallowing them. So they're vine ripened. They might be a bit softer, a little bit off colour. Doesn't matter. Our farms are 3 generations old, which is beautiful. And from there, they go straight into our factories. So and our factories are co-located. So there's no need for any sprays, waxes, chemicals on any of our produce. Into the factories where they're washed and cleaned. Then they go through a pulping process instead of a juicing process. The pulping process keeps all those beautiful fibres and all those natural things still intact in the vegetable, and just slowly the liquid is concentrated, removed, including the sugar, which is a great thing. But this includes the peel, the pip, the stem, the stalk, all this stuff that we're normally missing out on, which is another bonus. And then through a cooling process instead of a heating process, it's turned into a powder form and then capsulated into our vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule. All right, because it was cooling process, not a heating process, all those live enzymes, micronutrients, phytonutrients are still intact in this capsule. The capsule itself is plant-based, which is another bonus. We swallow this on a daily basis. And it gets into the body, gets into the bloodstream within 3 to 7 minutes. Again, same as an apple. It's all different how quickly it gets into the body and goes to work. But inflammation is different in each and every one of us. So what results I'm going to get are going to be totally different to my husband as they would be to you. So inflammation shows up in so many different areas in skin, psoriasis, eczema, acne, dermatitis, all those things there in skin. Then it comes, you know, gut health, liver, kidneys, joint inflammation, arthritis, you know, the list goes on. So to be able to get that in there each and every day, half those things you don't even know are in your body and already, you know, happening. We think our body is running at its best level. I thought mine was until I got this in here, and now everything's working with that nutrition inside my body. And, you know, everything's running more opulently. Everything's, you know, so you'll notice it in maybe more energy, better sleep. You know, your guts are working a lot better, so you might be pooping regularly. Just all these simple things that you just don't know otherwise until you start getting those nutrients into your body. I love the fact that I can read the apple. I know exactly what a cranberry, date, cherry, and peach are. Doesn't mean I necessarily can eat them each day. Each of those produce have their own singular nutritional value, yeah? But the fact that they've been put in there, that specific variety in each one, is because they work so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own. So to know that I've got that 27 fruits, vegetables and berries going into my body each and every day, I do feel a little bit bulletproof, I won't lie. But if you're putting that into your body on a daily basis, like attracts like, yeah? So you're going to crave more fruits, vegetables, berries, water, and less salt, less sugar, less fried food. And you'll be just wanting more of the rainbow, which is a pretty cool thing to have also. Over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on this product. That's unheard of. It's the most researched product on the market. Yes, Juice Plus help fund those, but for them to have that gold label on there that they're peer-reviewed, that is unheard of. So I love that. They're readily available for anybody to use at any stage. 3 ongoing studies at the moment. One being the Kids Eat Free study. So when any adult takes our capsules, the children can get the fruit and vegetables for free. So definitely accompany with a heart. And kids are super fussy, yeah? So they can have either the capsule or they can have it in a chew form. Same powder that goes into the capsules from the fruits and vegetables, but it's just joined with an all plant-based tapioca. So again, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial, all plant-based ingredients going into you and your child. For any parent, that is a huge relief knowing your child's getting that extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables into their little bodies daily. You know, mine change every day. One day they'll like broccoli, the next day they'll hate it. It's cauliflower at the moment. They're loving cauliflower. But one day they'll like tomato, the next day they won't. But I'm okay with that because I know they're getting their Juice Plus. You know, they can go off to grandma's for the weekend and I don't care. As long as I send them away with their Juice Plus, I'm okay with whatever she's going to feed them. You know, packing their lunch boxes, you don't know what they're doing in the playground, who they're switching things out with. But some of the beautiful things we're seeing in the study so far with the kids is they're pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behaviour, respiratory, skin, craveability. To be able to help your child's palate and craveability at such an early stage while they're growing and developing, that's massive. So that's our kids and our adults' micronutrients, getting everything running more opulently from the inside. All right, and then we've only got 2 other products because we don't have a crazy big catalogue, which is great. It's just all about those big health areas that need to be covered. Like I said, you still got to eat, all right, 3 to 5 meals a day, but sometimes that's hard. I know a lot of mums that live off coffee and toast and the kids' leftovers, really. But we do have these amazing shakes. Just switch that toast for one of these amazing plant-based drinks. There's over 30 plant-based ingredients, 18 of which are superfoods. I've never had such a yummy shake. There has been some yucky powders that I've tried, but these ones are really nice. And it's got beautiful things in there like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, chickpea, quinoa. The list goes on, and they're all great for you. For me to be able to get that in my body, and my 9-year-old who eats very similar, my 3-year-old now, who eats very similar to his dad, I feel like I'm kicking goals every morning because he's had his chews and he's had a smoothie. You know, add the right things to these because they are a nutritional drink. Weren't designed to be a meal replacement, but if you add the right things, they can definitely assist with weight gain and weight loss also. Great for pre and post workout shakes, and they're just great for convenience and so good for mums. All right, there's a beautiful thing in there also called niacin, along with vitamin D, vitamin B, your complex carbohydrates, fiber, protein. But niacin's a beautiful mood balancer, so it helps with anxiety and depression. So great for postnatal and things like that as well. So they're a beautiful thing. And there was just one more gap that Juice Plus felt that they needed to bridge, and that was omega. Something that we naturally don't, create ourselves in our bodies. And look, either does the fish. We've been resorting to fish for omega for so long now. But Juice Plus have, come up with a plant-based. They've skipped the fish, gone straight to the source, which is like algae, raspberry, tomato seed oil, sea buckthorn, and safflower. I think I've listed everything else. In a beautiful plant-based capsule. All right, that's your omega, that's your eyes, your heart, your brain, and again, joint inflammation. And so it's safe for the vegans, the vegetarians, and again, for our children even. So to be able to have all these plant-based products to really help you with your micronutrients, getting all your organs running, your macronutrients, which is good fueling, and now our omegas, I just feel like we're just totally covered along with a good diet. So then it's just a good diet, yeah? But we've got an amazing team. We're a part of a huge team coming from all shapes of life. So a group of them got together and created what we call the Juicy Body Transformation. All right? So that team got together and they've come up with a deprivation-free lifestyle program, something that the whole family can be a part of. no calorie counting, yummy food, all about the rainbow, all the yummy things that you normally want and crave, but with beautiful recipes from Kira Westwick, who heads the team. All right, she's a nutritionist, a mother of two. She was run-up on MasterChef 2014, and she's an absolute foodie. All right, when I started this program and business, there's only one ebook. There's 7 ebooks on there for our clients, and they get it for free. They get this program for free when they just bridge the gap with Juice Plus, which is pretty amazing, and it's constantly having more and more value added daily, and we're seeing some amazing results. Talking about results, I'm just going to grab Charlotte now, and Charlotte's going to share what results she's had with the program and why she loves sharing it and how it came into her life.
Hi. Am I on mute? No, I'm good. Hey, so Juice Plus came into my life end of January now. I answered a shred post through my friend Stacey, and she's another twin mum, and she said, look, who wants to get on the shred? And I thought I might as well give this a go. I need to move some weight. Prior to that, I'd lost 30 kilos when I was in my early 20s, and I'd kept it off for over 10 years. And then I had kids, and I have struggled to lose it since. Plus, I've got a history of depression, and I was just feeling really sluggish and tired. And I've got 2.5-year-old twins, so it's free time to kind of alone time to go and exercise and stuff was really hard to find. So I jumped on board, and she introduced me to the product. And I had actually been doing contract work from home, and I thought, maybe I should give this a go. I need an income. It's something that I believe in. I used to run half marathons, and I used to train 5 times a week. So I definitely understand the value of whole food. So I thought I might give this a go, and I might try make some money while I'm at it. So I jumped on board, tried the product out, and within about 3 or 4 days, I kid you not, actually, I think it was even less than a day, I had more energy. I woke up the next morning, took my pills, and felt like I had honestly had the strongest shot of caffeine you could possibly have. And I was on the go. I was running around after the kids. I wasn't tired. I wasn't sluggish. And since then, my skin's cleared up. Not that you can tell today. My eyes are brighter. I've got no back pain or hip pain from when I had my kids. And I was actually having a bit of an issue with my hips. If I spend a full day on my feet, I don't get restless legs anymore. My nails are harder. I just in general, I feel a lot better. And actually, when they talk about craveability, I was like, nah, you're not going to get me. Like, my go-to is bread. It's always been bread. I'm Greek-Romanian. We grow up with bread, lots of toppings, lots of Mediterranean foods, but, we have crusty bread with every meal. So you're not going to get me to, and honestly, I don't crave that stuff anymore. I'm more inclined to pick up a piece of fruit, and that's not something that I was doing before that. So definitely brought back my love for fresh food. I like sharing it with people because it means a lot to me to eat well and eat in moderation. And so that deprivation-free approach for me is a winner, because I want to still be able to have my cake and eat it too. It just means that my cake needs to be doing a lot more work and be better for me than the piece of cake that's full of sugar. So the JBT program has been able to provide me with like some amazing food. So I really, 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 really like the product. And I can tell you right now, I'm a coffee fiend. And if you tell me to choose between my coffee and my Juice Plus, I will give up the coffee. So, it's been life-changing for me. And in the short time I've been taking it, I definitely can see its value.
Amazing. Thank you. I'm just going to say Marina's name and just see if her camera comes on, because she was going to share, but she might have her hands full. So I'll just see if she comes on. If she doesn't, that's not a big deal. But talking about those two, they did come in and visit while Charlotte was sharing then. And, the biggest thing for us and the reason why we'll stay on Juice Plus is literally because they suffered heavily from croup. So it was turning into baby asthma. We were in and out of the hospital. We were on asthma preventative asthma pump and steroid medication, and it was a vicious cycle. I was constantly calling in sick for work. I'd get them better, send them back to childcare. They'd pick up the next cold. It would turn into croup. I'd be back in the hospital. I'd be back into the GP, and it'd just be over and over again. It was so tiring. You'd be up holding your child to make sure they're breathing, deciding if you're going to hospital or not, and it was just such a horrible time for my family. Within 4 months of taking this product, they were both croup free, nothing respiratory since. So I've been on the product nearly 2.5 years now, and we've had nothing. So that's the biggest thing for me. Joint inflammation and skin were also huge things, and I was a super skeptic. So it's a great product. You just don't know what it's going to do for you until it gets into your body. Now I'm going to touch a little bit on the business before we hear from the amazing Ange. I'm just going to squash a couple of the myths that normally come around with the business. I know when I started this business, I had a couple of beautiful people reach out to me purely because they cared, yeah? That's one of those schemes, one of those structures, Jana. You're going to be doing all the work for someone sitting pretty at the top. And I definitely knew it wasn't one of those schemes. I didn't know what it was when they first said scheme, because that was well before I was born. But they were made illegal in the 1970s. But we definitely have a product. We definitely have an amazing program. We've got results. We've got all these amazing stuff. So definitely we've got something, not just some sign up here and we'll take your money. But structure-wise, I think we have it backwards. Traditionally, traditional business in what I own as a restaurant, traditional business. Let's even talk about McDonald's. That was my first job, going against health here, definitely, all those big takeaway franchisees. McDonald's, think about McDonald's, think about Safeway, Coles, Myer, David Jones, all those big things. They've all got their CEO at the top. Board of directors, state managers, area managers, site managers, section managers, then the people that you might see at the registers. All right. For me, when I was in the government, I'd gone from Australian Defence Force to Australian Department of Human Services. So I went from one organisation to another, and I came into this middle section here. And these people underneath me, because I was their boss, hated me because I'd taken their job. I'd taken their opportunity to build up to that position there. All right. And that's a lot of what it's like with most government jobs. When it's traditional business, you normally come in this first range here, on the registers or shaking the fries or, doing the maintenance or doing these small level jobs. And you're upskilling. The whole time you're there, you're elbowing, kicking, making sure you look like the best person for the next opportunity that comes up. It's cutthroat. All right. And then you want to win these positions up there, and you might get there, but you'll end up making maybe a couple of people quite unhappy doing so. And you might be feeling a little bit guilty to do so. And in these middle range jobs here, I know for me, I was doing lots of hours, and there was just no balance between home and work, which was crazy. And the chances of me ever getting to this top position here in traditional business, slim to none. You need to be in that business for 40 plus years, and you need to know its insides and outside. And I was never going to do that in my government job. Shh, you can stay in here, but you'll be quiet. And that's the case in most businesses, and we don't want to work for 40 years to then get to that position. As it is, we're pretty much working 40 years for 40 hours a week to retire with like 40% of our wage, which is just, I think, a horrible place to really be in, but we don't know anything better. But with this, I love this organisation because it's literally that, but on its head. Okay, sit still. All right, we do have a top position called NMD. All right, our bottom position is virtual franchisee. All right. We have various promotion levels throughout our structure as well, but nobody can come in straight as NMD. Nobody can come in the middle range either. We all start off as a virtual franchisee. Okay, so when we come in, whether we are the CEO of this organisation, a scientist, a doctor, anything like that, doesn't matter. We start here. Someone links arms with you, looks after you, nurtures you, shows you the ropes step by steps and helps you get to each of these promotions. If we don't do that, you stay where you are. All right, it's all about sharing and helping each other. It's a really cool way to do business. If you are after, say, $500 a month, then we help you and guide you to get there. There's absolutely no pressure. You can go as slowly, as quickly as you want. It's all about what you want to achieve success-wise in this business. If you want $5,000 a month, then we'll help you and guide you to get to there. If you want $10,000 and more, we'll keep guiding you and showing you how to get there. When you do get to this top position, there is no set amount. All right, this is all about residual income, a passive income that you can set up and grow yourself just by caring enough and wanting to help other people. The thing that I did have a little bit of worry about when I started this business was I didn't think I knew enough people. You know, I'd been working in the government job for quite some time. I had a secret clearance, so I couldn't use social media. And I'd had 2 children anyway, so I didn't want everybody knowing my absolute ins and outs, especially about these guys. Now I'm not so worried. You know, the girl that introduced me to the business, she showed me how to do it, how to share it with a few people. Her name was Lauren. She showed me how to set up my social media a bit better, how to share it with a few friends and family, my mother's group, my gym buddies, my work colleagues. And so I found a few beautiful people that I could help with their health. But what I also found was a few awesome people that wanted a little bit more, wanted to say yes to more, wanted to have a regular haircut, wanted to save for a holiday, pay off their credit card, get their product cheaper for whatever reason. I found my best friend Lynn. She had 5 people she wanted to get on the product in her household, so she just wanted it cheaper. I found Catherine. She got amazing results. She posted that on social media and it went viral. And she wanted me to respond to them all, but she was struggling to get nappies in her groceries. So I showed her how to do it, and so she joined the business. Stephanie, she just loved the program and product, couldn't believe we hadn't heard about it sooner, and just wanted to share it with more people. I showed these girls exactly what Lauren showed me. Teach to teach, help them find a few friends and family, and the same thing happened to them. They found a few beautiful people that wanted something more. All right, and they did teach to teach down to them, exactly what I'd showed them, and it just started popping out like popcorn does, all supernaturally. And who did Lauren know at the start? Didn't even know me. All right, I found her on social media. Since then, she's got to meet Stephanie, Catherine. She'll soon eventually meet all our New Zealand girls as well, because she'll be over there visiting. All because we just cared enough to share, not because we were trying to sell and convince people. We just got an amazing, timeless product that's just fruits and vegetables, and it just makes sense. So that's just a couple of things we like to squish. So now we get to hear from the amazing Ange. So how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had on the program and product so far, and why the business made sense to her.
Hi. Yeah, so I met Stacey online. She added me, and I didn't even know her. She just added me. We knew people into common. Yeah, and I just seen her posts, and you know, I was just like, this is interesting, you know. So I asked her about it, and she told me about Juice Plus. So yeah, I signed up for the capsules, and I got the shoes for the kids free. The capsules, I'm a skeptic, and I was just like, it took me a while to be convinced that I needed these in my life. And yeah, I started taking the capsules, and seriously, like, you know, I work late at night. I'm not in bed until 12 or 1. I'm up at 7 a.m. with the kids. Yeah, and I was sleeping every afternoon. Every afternoon I was having a sleep. I've been taking the capsules now for 8 weeks, and yeah, I haven't had a sleep. I've hardly had a sleep in the afternoons. You know, I've been able to run around after the kids, do what I have to do, you know, go to work, and yeah, not having to sleep. And it's been amazing. And then the kids have been taking the chews. And as you'll know, Amy, Claudia, you know, with her oppositional defiance disorder, she, you know what she's like. She's just like, does not like to listen. She, you know, will yell and scream. And since she's been taking these, she's actually been calm. She'll actually talk to us now, not yell at us, not scream at us. She'll just, yeah, you know, she stopped taking them for a little bit, and she went back to the yelling and screaming, and she said she feels different. She can't tell me how she feels different, but she said she feels different. She doesn't feel the need to have to yell and scream all the time. But for me, I'll just keep taking this just so she can keep getting these shoes for free. As for the juicy body transformation, that's the best part. That's what I like. Tim and I started the shed 8 weeks ago, this coming Monday. he has lost 10 kgs. I've lost 7 kgs. You know, so just for the JPBT on its own, that's the best part. I love the recipes. They're so easy to make. I am lucky. I don't cook. Tim does the cooking for me. But he's made some amazing meals from the recipes in the book. The other thing, since I've been taking the Juice Plus capsules, is my doctor contacted me the other day to say that my cholesterol medication I don't have to no longer take at the moment because my cholesterol is perfect. Don't need to take, you know, it's one less medication I need to take. So yeah, overall, it's just been amazing.
Beautiful. Well, if that's not enough reason to share it, I don't know what else is. Hey, Ange, and you're a nurse, aren't you? Just remind me.
Yeah.
So we've got a few nurses in this team, and they call this, you know, our product and our program really liquid gold going into your body. And you being a nurse, you're seeing everybody at the other side. Yeah, they're not taking care of themselves, so you're seeing them sick and recovering.
Yeah.
So I know for you guys, it just makes sense. You know, it's just an amazing product, and you've just had such amazing results, both 8-week shred wise and with your daughter.
Yeah. Especially with my partner, like, you know, I'm so proud of him and how well he has done in the shred. Like, I kind of expected him to give up kind of partway through, and Amy's laughing because she knows what he's like, you know, and he's the one that's pushed me. He's the one that, when I've been like, oh, should we just get takeaways because I can't be bothered tonight? He's like, no, I'll cook, you know, I'll make a salad, I'll do this, you know. Awesome. So I am really proud of him for doing this.
Brilliant.
You know, and for losing that weight, like 10 kgs, that's what it was on Monday, just been. So this Monday, yeah, it'll be interesting because Monday is our kind of 8 weeks up. So, and you know, you've got that chance to win $2,500.
Correct.
You know, why would you not do it?
Yeah, brilliant. Awesome. Well done, Ange. I can't wait to see, you know, what this opportunity brings you and all the people you can help on that journey. So thanks so much for sharing.
Thanks.
Beautiful. So that's so exciting. Ange's got a great big future, I think, with this company. But like, honestly, it's not all about just the product, and it's, you know, and for her, she didn't even mention that it wasn't to do with the dollars. If she can get it a bit cheaper, cool. I'm sure that'd be a bonus for her. But you know, for a lot of people, it's just because they genuinely want to help. They've found something that's amazing. They want to show more people. And you know, the 8-week shred is one of our amazing ebooks. All right, and because we're not all about diet, we're not about weight loss, we're not here about that, but that 8-week shred, that is one of the results that just seems to come with it. Eat properly and your body will do the right thing by you, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to touch on the bit of the fun money, how we get paid. As much as it's not about money, it's kind of cool because, you know, money gives you options, yeah? It gives you options to look after your health better. It gives you options to maybe take a holiday there for take care of your mind. We need a rest. We work, you know, for the 50 odd weeks of the year, or 48, because we get four weeks off. and that's it. And we live for the weekends. And you're playing catch up constantly. So to be able to have that bit of extra money there to maybe take more holidays, or to have an extra day at home with your kids, or for me, be the vehicle to leave your job and do it all on your terms is pretty bloody amazing. So we get paid 3 ways in Australia and New Zealand. We get paid in retail profit, and we get paid in commission just by connecting beautiful people up with this amazing program and product. This builds up month by month in the background, our passive income, our residual income, that beach money. So we can step away from this business and come back when we want, and it's still there sort of clicking away, which is beautiful. We pay a one-off fee of $172.50 to have this business. And we try and start you as the best way we know possible to get that back in your bank account. And I don't know any business where you can come in and pay $172.50 to have it. I've spent over $40,000 when I bought my restaurant. All right, I didn't get that back till I sold it. So, you know, and then I had weekly, monthly, and yearly costs. All I pay is $172.50 to connect people to our amazing program and product, and I get rewarded for it constantly, not just in dollars with this beautiful pay, but in relationships, community support, personal development, It's endless. But the first bonus, you know, we try and smash out with you is for a promotion called DVF. All right, and that's a $100 bonus just for you, just for saying, well done, you've smashed out a first, you've helped a couple of customers or you've helped yourself. Here's a $100 bonus. All right, remember I'm only talking about the bonuses here. You've still got this building in the background, all right? The next one is a $400 bonus, but not only for you. Teach to Teach is what we're all about, and they click in here. So that's for Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. So the teacher that's helping you and guiding you get there also gets a $400 bonus. All right, so you probably introduce the business to maybe 1 or 2 people by then. You've probably got about 8 beautiful customers yourself, and you're really starting to grow a great business. The next one is a $600 bonus, and that's for Sales Coordinator. There's a teacher bonus there of $600 also. You probably introduce the business to about 5 to 8 people. Shh. And you've probably got another 4 or so underneath there. So that's really amazing. You've got a really good client base. You've got a beautiful team that are duplicating exactly what you've done. So Stacey, you still okay to talk? No? Yeah? Oh, I think so. She's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had with the business, what exciting things have happened to her, and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Hey guys, thanks Jana. Jana's asking because I've just become a single mum and I've got twins and one is sick and one is right here. But I think he's asleep. I don't really know. I don't want to lift up his blankie. But anyway, so Juice Plus came into my life last April and I actually got scared. I ran from it and I got scared. And it wasn't until October that I saw one of my antenatal mums. She was doing the business and I got serious FOMO, fear of missing out. And so I jumped on board and went stuff it. The products were amazing. I knew the products were amazing. It's just I was scared to do the business. I was scared to sell. I was scared that I couldn't do it, that it'd be a waste of money for me because I was on such a tight budget, but I had no money in the first place, so why not do it? It came into my life pretty much last year. The products have been amazing, absolutely amazing for me. Within 4 days, I think I felt amazing energy. And with mothering 8-month-old twins, oh no, they were a bit older than that. They were just past a year. I was sleeping during the day with them and I had no energy and I was in bed by 8:30. Within 4 days and taking Juice Plus, I wasn't sleeping during the day and I was up till 11, 12 o'clock at night and up throughout the night as well and still able to cope the next day. Anyway, I've had amazing results. One major one is my hip dysplasia, which went away. It's come back because I've stopped taking my tablets and I've been a bit naughty and forgotten about them. But I know how to get on top of that, and that's the getting back onto my whole foods and getting back onto my tablets properly. The business just made sense to me because I could see that it was easy to do once you got going, once you got used to it. If you followed the system, it was easy. I love the idea of it because it's helping other people. I mean, the amount of help that I got just by being on the capsules itself, it would have been great to have it when I was when I had newborns. So I'm getting a bit lost. Sorry, guys. My head's a bit cloudy and foggy. Jana, can you give me another question? Last question, sorry.
What are you looking forward to in the future?
Right. So basically, with the business, I have really noticed the last month it's taken off for me in January, and I've really noticed last month that it's ticking away in the background by itself. I've been a bit preoccupied with the babies and a bit preoccupied with my life, and I noticed that it's ticking around in the background, and I can come in and still help people. I can come in and still help my team, but the income is just slowly gaining momentum. What I'm really looking forward to in the future is being able to provide for my kids being able to not worry about when the next payment's going to be, when can I afford groceries, when can I afford nappies, when do I have to stop using my cloth nappies, which I love using them anyway because it's so good for their bums. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to being able to pack up and go on holiday and really treat my kids to a proper life, especially being a single mum now. That's pretty much my main aim, and being able to be here every day with them, pick them up from school, you know, take them to school, make their lunches, keep their food intake whole foods, because I've noticed with me being all over the place, I've started buying muesli bars from the supermarket, and bread and hot cross buns, because they love hot cross buns, and Stella's skin is completely broken out with eczema again. So yeah, really looking forward to the future with this, and really looking forward to watching Ange grow, and Charlotte and Rachel and everyone that has come on board with me and seen a better future.
Beautiful.
Done.
Back to
Sorry.
All right. Awesome. So different for everybody. Like I said, for some it's a travel funds, for some it's to get the product cheaper. I wasn't looking for something. For me, I had no idea, and I still keep changing every month what this is going to be for me. The next step is, honestly, it's replacing my income now. And I was on a really good income with my government job. Now I'm going to be slowly reducing my husband's so he can go down to 4 days, 3 days. I might maybe stop it there. I'll just start putting the money in the savings. But, you know, it's really what you want to make it. I don't think I'm ready to have my husband home 5 days a week. But, yeah, from there you're going to a $1,200 bonus. All right, $1,200 bonus for you, $1,200 bonus for your teacher. That's for SSC. You've probably got about 10 to 16 frontline and about 40 odd underneath there. So you're really building an amazing tribe. All right, remember, I'm still only talking about the bonuses. This is still growing in the background. All right, it's beautiful income that you've got set and going into your bank account each month. The next one is a $1,500 bonus for you and your teacher. That's for QNMD. And you've got an amazing business there. Oh, he's stripping because it's massage time. They have a massage in the evening to help put him to sleep, so he's half nude. And the last one, which is that big one that I had on the board before, NMD, National Marketing Director, a $3,000 bonus for you and you only, because by then your teacher is earning way too much money. They don't need it. And you're on about 80 to 120,000 yourself, depending on the growth of your team and what they're all doing underneath you. But in saying that, they're not your team either. I mean, they are your team, but they're not. They've got their own personal businesses. All right, it's a beautiful thing what we create and how it's built and how we do teach to teach. But at the end of the day, each one of those people that you've given that gift to is giving the gift to someone else, and it's all their own beautiful little businesses. And it's really up to them. There's no pressure. There's no minimum monthly sales. There's no delivery. There's none of that crazy stuff in what we do. We just really want to help people find out how we can help them, because we've got quite a few options on how to do that, whether it be with their health, whether it be financially. And so we really don't know until we get to have a good chat to people. But a massive congrats to Ange on launching tonight. A big thank you to Charlotte and Stacey for sharing. And if you are watching this live or in a recording, please make sure you reach out to whoever it was that invited you and get those questions answered if we didn't quite answer them all, or you might have missed some at the start. But yeah, make sure you do reach out. But a thank you also for jumping on and supporting them. They've obviously cared enough to invite you. And if it's not for you, you might know somebody that it could be for. And literally it's just food in a capsule, and, you know, in a lot of places around the world, that's really hard to come by. So to be able to get it in this sort of form as well, just to bridge that gap, is pretty amazing. So thanks, guys, and hopefully we'll see you all again very soon. Good night.